This is a very good driving car, independent front suspension, Jaguar rear end, four-wheel disc brakes, and it's just kind of a neat old car that anybody could drive, automatic transmission, and drives down the road like a regular old car. The old car experience, and particularly the old car experience where you converted an old car into modern running gear. This drives like a regular car. Anybody could get in it, drive it down the street. It stops great, four-wheel disc brakes, doesn't overheat, doesn't have any of the components that you would worry about in an old car. It's just a really good running vehicle that you never really have to worry about. You can drive it like you would any other car on the street. That's the reason I wanted to get it restored and drive it and enjoy it. When people see it, it's a real unusual car for most people to look at. I'm Jim Bradford, and we're here today to film a little segment on a 1940 Ford panel. I've owned this thing for a couple of years. It's a hot rod. It's not all stock. Chevy running gear, Jaguar rear end, 400R transmission, small block 350. This is the panel. It's the larger of the vehicles that Ford made for industrial uses. Not many of them are left. Like I said, they only made 400 to begin with. It's characterized by the side mount spare tire, but it was a way that Ford could let them put the spare on and not take up space on the inside of the car. On a lot of hot rods, people that shave the door handles use the poppers to open the doors. And on this one, I pop the back door like so, and it opens like this, and this one opens like so, and then Henry made it so you could push that door and make it go all the way open if you needed them wider open. But this is the way a lot of the early Fords were done, and it just makes really good sense. A lot of the cars don't have that sort of a feature today. You can get about anything in this one. It has new suede, new carpeting, and it had boards underneath for the rails. That's the way they came stock. These are fairly new boards. I just put carpet over them. If you needed to haul something, you could use the carpet in it, or you could use the boards in it. But a lot of these trucks were used for bread deliveries and mail deliveries and that sort of thing. By and large, they were used for industrial uses, and like I say, they only made 400, so a lot of them got used up. The 1940 Ford came with pretty basic dash gauges. These have all been upgraded to modern gauges, and of course, it never came with electric windows. These are modern electric windows that go up and down. And so those are some of the features that the thing came with, or that it has now that it would have never came with. I've upgraded the top, the dash, the upper headliner and everything. The whole interior is done with leather and suede. It's all brand new. It has gussets across the top here for stabilizers that are all done in suede. I have a little cubby hole here, stereo here. Everything's designed to be pretty creature friendly, so it's not hard to operate, and everything's right at your hands. One of the features that's kind of unusual on this truck, it has a button here that you can mash, and it will activate the rear license plate. It has a 007 license plate that pops up and drops down. There weren't a lot of good places to hang a license plate on these old trucks, and so this one would have been hanging below the bumper, and it drug the driveway every time you went in and out of it. So we had to change that and put that on. One of the nice things about these panels, they did have an exterior spare. You could put the spare right here underneath this cover, and you could always run with the spare. You didn't have to take up room inside. It has the baby moons and chrome wheels. The front end is a TCI front end, which is independent front end. So it really rides good. It rides like a car for a truck. When you open the hood and pull up the lever, the safety is right here. Pick that safety up, and that exposes the 350 Chevy engine. This is a crate motor that is hooked up to an R400 transmission with overdrive. It's a good combination for this truck. It's got plenty of power, and it's just a good performing unit. It's got Edelbrock, it's got headers on it, and it's a pretty good little unit.